Operations is what business do. No matter how small or big it is, operations are processes that either provide services or create goods. Without properly managed operations, business will fail. Good day, everyone, and welcome for today's presentation of our operations management and TQM paper. This presentation is a collaborative work of the following people: Tomas III P, Leozel A. Balos, Leozel A. Barrio, Carissa Joy R. Busbus, and Mae P. Cabajes. So, our group was tasked to choose a business enterprise and conduct an interview, and we have collectively decided to choose Frappe in Robinson's Place, Valencia. In this video, we will be presenting to you the data that we have collected in relation to the operations of Frappe. For starters, here are the operations and presentations outline. These are the topics that we will be expecting to as this discussion progress. First topic is the background of the business. Second is about the product description. Third is the process flows. Fourth, one is the input requirements. Fifth is the production area and facility layout. Then the last one is about the waste disposal of Frappe. So let's now look forward for our first topic. Background of the business. Frappe is a business concept created by Busbus Incorporation in year 2014, which mainly serves a variety of shakes and milk tea at an affordable price. Actually, Busbus Incorporation is a franchising company, and their franchise is more on food and cafe cards because the founders deem it easy to launch, manage, transfer, and has less capital needed. Vision. So their vision is to be one of the most successful franchising business in the Philippines that empowers Filipino people with the business knowledge and innovation to become successful owners. Mission. And its mission are to create more successful business partners, to provide quality products and good services to clients and consumers, and lastly, to help the society by providing more jobs in our economic system. Okay, so the startup in Robinson's Valencia was bought by Mr. Leozel A Jr. at a franchise fee of 99,000 pesos. So basically, Mr. Leozel is a franchisee while Busbus Incorporation is the franchisor. In this type of business relationship, Mr. Leozel has now solely owned and operated the branch using the franchisor's logo, products, and brand name. Busbus Incorporation would only give assistance and seminars to Mr. Leozel on how to handle the business. So, in the photo in this slideshow, the start rate Robinson's Valencia, this is how it looks like. Moving forward for our next topic, we have the product description. Okay, so what does Frappe sells? Basically, Frappe sells special premix drinks made with chewy black pearl and chosen powdered flavorings. The purpose of their product is to refresh and boost the energy of customers as it contains sugar and sweets. Other than that, it can also be used as complementary product for other food snacks. Their products are actually milk tea and Frappe shakes, and variety of flavors are available. As what you can see in the slide or this photo gallery too, the left side is the Frappe's menu, while the right side is their actual product. This is a Frappe shake coffee blended caramel latte. When it comes to milk tea, there are 4 different flavors. 1. Wintermelon, 2. Swiss mocha, 3. Taro milk, and 4. Chocolate. Meanwhile, Frappe shake can either be coffee blended, chocolate blended, or fruit blended. However, we have to take note that Frappe is only a franchise business. Thus, Mr. Leozel, the owner, could not innovate the quality of their products. They only sell the original version offered by Busbus Incorporation. Now, we are down to our third topic, which is the process flows. When it comes to the process of transforming input ingredients into finished output, a flowchart is a useful tool for visual representation. As what you can see in the slide, we have 2 process flows because Frappe has 2 major products, the milk tea and the Frappe shake. Although we would like to emphasize that 2 process flows are almost the same, it's just that there are some ingredients not presented in the milk tea that are present in Frappe shake, and vice versa. With that, there are slight difference in procedure. Okay, so first we will discuss the milk tea flowchart. Take note that the symbols used in flowchart has its corresponding meaning. As such, that oblong shape signifies the start and the end of the process. The rectangular shape represents the procedure. The diamond shape means that decision has to be made, and the arrow will show the direction of the flow. In the milk tea product flow, the process started with the preparation of the equipment, which is the blender. Employee has to make sure it is well functioned and clean. Next, 1 cup of ice cubes will be poured into blender. Then, add 100 ml black tea. After that, there will be 2 tablespoons of powdered flavor to be added. At this point, a decision has to be made. Whether what flavor? The answer to this depends on the order of the customer. For instance, the customer order is the chocolate flavor. Then the arrow will point to the direction of the chocolate as it continues the process. After the flavor has been decided, the employee will now blend the ingredients inside the blender. There is an estimated 2 minutes for an employee to wait. After that, another decision point must be made. Is the ice crushed enough? If the answer is no, the employee has to blend it again. If the answer is yes, then it is ready to be transferred into a plastic cup container. Black pearl or tapu cup pearl will be added to the cup. After that, the container lid must be placed to prevent contamination. Putting the boba cups through, the milk tea product is ready to be served, and thus the process ends. On the other hand, the production process of the Frappe shaped product also started with the preparation of the blender. Next, pour 1 tablespoon of sugar syrup and vanilla extract. Then, add 50 grams of white sugar. These two aforementioned procedures are not presented in the milk tea product flow. After that, there will be 2 tablespoons of powdered flavor to be added. Again, at this point, a decision has to be made. Whether what flavor? This will depend on the customer's order. In Frappe, there are 3 options of flavor, namely chocolate blend, fruit blended, and coffee blended. In this scenario, the coffee blended flavor was chosen, together with the 1½ cup of ice cubes. A cup of water must be added, then the employee will blend all the ingredients being placed. He needs to wait for at least 2 minutes. If the ice is not yet crushed and foamy enough, he has to blend it again. But if it is crushed and foamy, it is ready to be transferred into the plastic cup container. After the container is transferred, the employee will design the top of the flavored, powdered, and chocolate syrup. Then, he will cover the top with a lid to secure the Frappe. Put the bubbles through, and it is ready to be served. This signals the end of the procedure for one finished Frappe product. Input requirements. Okay, so in producing the milk tea and Frappe shake product, the equipment, materials, and supplies used are blender, water heater, Frappe dispenser, canister box, measuring cups, water dispenser, boba screw, and plastic cup with dome lid. Meanwhile, the raw materials or ingredients used in this product are flavored powder, white sugar, sugar syrup, vanilla extract, ice cubes, and tapioca pearl. In terms of labor and manpower, the production process of milk tea and Frappe shake can be feasibly done by one worker only. The procedures are easy, standards, and repetitive. Thus, the labor skill need a low, as long as the employee knows how to use the equipment mentioned, he or she is qualified for the job. However, the startup branch in Robinsons Valencia has only 1 employee on duty. So, aside from the product preparation, the employee also functions as a managing customers' order and working in the cash register. Hence, overall skills needed to include quick customer service, communication, multitasking ability, and flexibility. The utilities they use, such as electricity and water, were from the Robinsons Place Mall. The owner buys the supplies needed every 15 days with estimated overall cost of 20,000 pesos. He gets his supplies in either Cagayan de Oro or Valencia. Sometimes he gets his order supplied personally, but sometimes he has them delivered if his schedule is hectic. Moving forward to the production area and stage layout. Frappe is a semi-high-end kiosk cart with a size of 7 feet height by 5 feet length by 2.5 feet wide. It is a rented space located inside the Robinson's Place, Valencia. This kiosk cart or stall serves as the production area at the same time the selling area. In the photo gallery 4, as what you can see in the screen, this is how the Frappe food stall looks like in person. Since the production process is simple and short, it is feasible to be done in this small area. Now, this is a floor plan of the production area of Frappe. As what you can see on the screen, there is a corresponding measurement of each side. The length is 152 cm or 5 feet, while its width is 76 cm or 2.5 feet. This drawing layout is actually the same with the actual food cart, so the drawing or layout shows the arrangement of the equipment and supplies. To know what these numbers in this drawing means, just look at the list in the right side. The arrangement here actually facilitates a smooth workflow. At the front, there is the counter, storage rack for plastic cups, boba shoe and bottle of vanilla, chocolate syrup, and heavy-duty blender. Meanwhile, the back of the area is where the sink, water dispenser, and heater basically the most used are placed in front while the second use are at the back. It is convenient for the employee to perform the production process because the equipment and supplies are placed near each other. With this setup, the customer can even watch how the production process goes, and they can see to it that the product they are buying is clean and properly made. Now, for our last topic, waste disposal. Frappe owned a garbage can which stores the garbage. Afterwards, they are applying segregation of waste into two, since this type of waste that they have is more on biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Together with the Robinson's Place, Valencia, Frappe is compliant to the requirements and rules of the waste management. It is even certified with a safety seal by government. Before we end this discussion, let me leave this quotation from Richard Bronson. A business has to be involving, it has to be fun, and it has to be exercise your creative instinct. This ends our presentation. Thank you for listening. Ang pita mo o padayon.